I really actually started competing was like when I was 10. And the high school team was always really good. Like back, I always had like a really good tradition of like really excellent wrestling. And we were able to steal a state championship. You know, it was kind of cool. And then my junior year, I took 5th in state. I should have done better, but, you know, it is what it is. And then senior year, I won state. You know, it allowed me to go to Oregon State. And then, you know, I then started the regular college season. And I was a 4-year starter. I was wrestling kids that would beat the hell out of me in high school. And I was beating the hell out of them in college. Midway through the season, I blew my knee out. And then finally I had the surgery. So that summer, my summer going to my senior year, I'm just like, I'm not going to end my senior year being the dude who watches everything happen in the stands. And then my senior year, nothing was holding me back. I'm kicking ass. I've earned the right to be called an All-American. I can finally say that I'm considered to be one of the best wrestlers in the nation for my weight class. I took 4th in the nation. That got kind of recognized. I was able to get a tryout with like WWE. The tryout was in Tampa, Florida. I was able to get picked out of like 40 people from that tryout to be trained in the WWE wrestling system. I didn't look for pro wrestling. Pro wrestling found me. Finally, like after a year, I was actually having matches. I was actually being put on TV a little bit. Things were going in the right direction. I was in NXT, so I was hungry. I want to get on the main roster. The thing is, what a lot of people don't realize, in NXT, if you get hurt, you know, you're kind of screwed. And that's what happened to me. I had a year in, I was just starting to win matches, and I blew out my shoulder. The coach at the time, he's like, yeah, you need to go see the doctor. They get an MRI, and they say, well, we need to repair your shoulder. Finally, after 8 long months, finally like able to wrestle again. I finally have a match, and then finally, like, there's a point in time in the match where I pick up Crow, I throw him down, and as I threw him down, my shoulder goes out again. I go to the hospital, and then they're like, all right, well, where do you want to get your surgery done? And I'm like, send me to the best. And the new head coach, he was like, Clay, you should go home. I think you should be gone for like a month. If I come back from that trip, I feel like new, I feel fresh, dude. I feel like I'm ready, you know, to officially make a comeback. So at this point in time, WWE had a film crew come in, and we want to have your comeback or whatever. We want to film about your injury and how you're making your return to the ring. So I do the show Breaking Ground, and everything was going good. And then one day, as I'm putting on my shoes and stuff, the manager of the building comes up to me, and he goes, hey, Cal, we need to see you in the office. And I see like the head of talent relations there. And as soon as the door closed, he goes, I'm just going to cut to the chase, but we're letting you go. I'm too young to think I need to quit and stop at something. I'm just going to train my body, my mind. I'm going to practice my character again. I'm going to get a new gimmick. I'm going to get this whole new persona, and I'm going to start a new journey. At one point I was pretty high. Now I'm back in the fighting pits, and now I have to work my way back up to get to that top of the proverbial mountain. That's kind of make it a more of an interesting journey. So right now I'm kind of hitting the restart button. I'm excited to see what happens next. My goal now is just not only convince them, but, you know, just to reconvince myself, this is what the dude with the attitude needs to do. He needs to get back on that horse and ride back to his ultimate goal and his destination. And if anyone has any adversity and stuff, don't forget what your main goal is. Just because something happens to you and you have to think, oh, it's over, it's done. Nothing's ever over and it's done. Like, nothing. The only one who says it's over and done is you. If you overcome it, that just makes you that much better of a person.